Good morning, everybody. The kids are just having their breakfast. I think Finn finished all that he's going to eat, and it looks like Lcee is going to finish his own food and then eat Finn's. Some of it, some of what Finn's left over. That seems to be though, at first, Lcee, this one, is the one that refuses to eat and says, I'm not eating, and then I have to tempt and put, salmon topper on it and insist and go, it's tasty, do everything but taste it myself, and there he's good. Now he's eating his own, and he's eating his brother's, or whatever his brother wouldn't left over. So this is Lcee, Finn, and Agita is having her food in her room. I think she's in a break, so she's just, she eats about half and then leaves half and has it again in a few minutes. Okay, and I'm going to keep the door shut, otherwise somebody might come in and eat her food. Now, I'm about to have my own breakfast. They say Breakfast of Champions. That was also a title of a Kurt Vonnegut novel, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, non-moldy bread with habanero cheese. And I'm going to have to really force myself to eat it. I have no appetite right now. I don't feel like chewing with my mouth. The pain is still there. But I'm going to take it just so I can, I'm just going to force this down so I can have antibiotic. Anyway, day 4. We made it, so bye for now. We're now having family togetherness time with Agita on her perch and the babies playing with toys in the hall. Earlier today, and this was a bit of a milestone, Agita was lying on her bed on that side. So I came and lay on my side of the bed, this side, and I shut the door. And the babies weren't too worried. They were settled here in the living room. And I napped. I actually fell asleep for 2 hours, and I woke up, and Agita actually climbed onto my chest. 1 minute or 2 minutes, but she hasn't done that in a long time. And I petted her, and she purred, and then she got up. And after that, she spent a bit more family time with us here in the living room, went back to her room, and now she's here again. So the family's together. So far, so good. I guess the news is day 4. Day 4 clear. I've been hearing from friends, other people are having issues, and, I'm not going to go into it, but other my friends are having issues, and I'm worried about them now. It's kind of, sweethearts, you're going to knock it over. Yes, they keep doing that, but that's become the game, so that's fine. They keep knocking that thing over. So now it's kind of, I'm almost more worried about them than they are about me. Things kind of shifted. By the way, dark green pants and a dark blue shirt. It has the university logo from the place I used to teach on. I think I got it once when I did a thing at the university fair where you're supposed to tell people, promote your university, and they have it at the convention center, and people, representatives from different departments, and I used to always want to volunteer for it. But when people would ask, and parents would come with their prospective student children, and the parents would say things like, "Oh, what can my son or daughter do? What kind of job can they get with a BA in psychology?" And I said, might be able to get a job in McDonald's. I didn't quite say that, but I did say it's kind of difficult to get a job just with a you're not a psychologist with an undergraduate degree. You can't really get a job in psychology as such. You're not a psychologist, and to try to explain that. And then once my chair heard me, and he gave me a little thing. He said, "You're not supposed to." It might be true, but he said, "You're not supposed to say that." And you're supposed to, and there's a list, and he gave me a written list of things you're supposed to say, that, with a BA in psychology, you could go into sales, you could work in a bank, you could do this, you could do personnel. Basically jobs you could do even without the degree. And that's what I would say in the end. I would say, look, you probably get the same jobs you'd get, without the degree. And, the same job you'd get if you had, a BA in history or whatever, or even no BA, you probably get the same job. But the thing with, if you have any kind of degree, and people seem to like the sound of psychology, and particularly in personnel and business settings, so you might get more, and banks, you may get promotions quicker. And so anyway, and it's now a couple of hours later, and Agita is settled there. She's been coming and going. Sometimes she wants to go into her room, and then she comes back out. She sits here, she sits there, and the babies are here, not too far away from their sister. So we got one settled there, and we got one there in the chair. Kind of blended in because the chair is dark, So anyway, been a couple of hours, been a very lazy day for me. I've been replying to friends, and as I said, other people seem to be having crises now, so I'm replying to them. And I don't even know if I'm going to post today. I may not. I may post a shorter one. We'll see. But I want to post. Yeah, maybe I will post because it's been a sort of a non-eventful day, at least here in the Rashid household. So, and I think that's part of the return process. Is that one day just staying at home, just replying to emails, and pain is kind of under control with Advil, and I've been taking my antibiotics. So I think it's cold outside, and I haven't been out at all. You can sort of see the sunset from here. It's since we're facing west. I don't know if it's going to show well in the tape. So anyway, day 4, and I've got some leftover thali curry vegetarian from last night, so I'm going to have that, maybe fry some shrimps and have some rice, so and watch some Netflix and maybe read. I bought some more books yesterday, so maybe the one on Norse mythology or something like that. So anyway, maybe try to do a little writing. I just haven't been able to with all of this stuff that's been going on, and with energy going more into the podcasts. But so I'm going to try to do a little bit of writing if I can, and just relax with the kids. So that's day 4. So it continues. Okay, bye for now. I'm sitting on the sofa replying to my friend, and half an eye I'm keeping here, and every couple of minutes this happens. But I think that this has actually become the game now. The game has actually shifted, and the game has become to tip the thing over. So let's see how long before it's on its side again. So at least that $60 I spent on that thing is being used. Not in the way that they'd intended, but it is. They seem to be enjoying it, and that's the important thing. Now I'm sitting there, and look who is there. It's Agita, sitting very nicely on a blanket by the solarium, So if I can ever get that thing cleaned up a little bit, then we'll have a little extra room. And if she wants a little privacy, she can go in there. And maybe I could get a screen for it. It's got the glass door. But if it's a screen, then whoever goes into there is not isolated, and then she'll feel safe. But this is good. This is working very nicely. She's sitting there, and babies are just playing, and she's not bothered. So this is what I had wanted all along. I wanted this from the day I got the babies. It just took almost 2 years, and all the shit that's been happening with me. Meanwhile, but anyway, so far so good. One of the babies is coming here, and I'm going to get back to replying to my friend. It's getting a little long, but there's a lot of stuff to discuss. So, and then I've got some takeout food. Maybe do a little bit of writing if I can, which is something I haven't done in a long time, and watch some Netflix, and that's day 4. And we'll try to publish if I can. Try to post if I can. And I have been talking about. That's what I was writing to my friend about. And I think I'm getting back to the point where I do want to put some energy into trying to publish. I mentioned it in yesterday's podcast as well. Anyway, bye for now. Talk to you later. We'll try to post again. It's been an uneventful day, but I think on the road to return, uneventful days are good and really should be recorded. Okay, bye for now. This is my leftover thali, vegetarian thali from yesterday. So there's, rice, and there's palak paneer, which is spinach, and what is that cheese? Ricotta, whatever the cheese is, paneer. And then this is dal, I think, and that is matar aloo, potato and peas, and there's an achar in there, there's some raita, and I've got some yogurt, I think, in the fridge too, tiny little bit of rice, and there was one naan, so I had half yesterday, and there's half now, Hopefully you can't see how dirty my oven is, so, and if I feel like a snack later, there's non-moldy bread, and believe it or not, we're still having family togetherness time. It's like an all-day thing now. This is like a first. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's so dark here. But there is one, and the baby is black, and the cat bed is black. But there is actually a baby in the cat bed, for a change, rather than on the floor next to it. The other one is on the floor next to it. We have another cat bed, and I can bring a identical one. But let's do one at a time. So we got one baby in the cat bed, and we got one baby there, and we got hey sweetie, say hi. It's dark here, but you blend. You're camouflaged. So we get one baby there, and Agita there. How civilized is this? And I might even be able to just sit and eat on the sofa while watching Netflix with all three kids kind of, behind me. That's, or in the next room, or it's really the same room. So anyway, I mean, if that's not a motivation to get clean and stay clean, I don't know what is. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, I think I showed you breakfast time. This is supper time. So Agita is having her, I think there's tuna and white fish, and then the other one is tuna and chicken. One is smooth, one is shredded, and then there's a salmon topper. So I shut this door so that Agita can eat in peace. And I've already fed the babies, who have finished all there's as much on the floor as there is on the plate, but they just had their supper. You like it? Obviously they liked it, because pretty much licked the bowl clean. So anyway, I think and I exchanged an email with a friend earlier who has a human family, and they said that's the one thing that, with my kids, I don't think we're ever going to be able to eat at the table together. It's like that, the four of us, three of them on the table and me at the table. But with Agita and with these two, I don't think it's a good idea. So they eat separately in their own rooms. As I said, I think to get more into that's why I have a placemat for them. But they prefer to eat here because, anyway, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to try to post this. There isn't much to post because it's been a very quiet day at home. Drama has been in my friends' lives rather than in my own. So today, it's just been at home with the kids. Not a lot of work done, no real cleaning, no writing. I might do a little after this if I can. But it's another day clean, and I've really enjoyed just I remember I had a concept I added to Patap later, appreciation of sober family time. ASFT, whatever, so this has been my starting to appreciate sober family time with the kids again. In spite of the pain has been coming and going, and I've been taking Advil, which isn't all that good for it, but and the other one, the Tylenol 3 doesn't seem to work, but I'm taking the antibiotic, so I'm on the path. Day 4. Okay, we'll try to post. Bye for now from the family. From the 3 kids and the nutty professor on the road to return. Bye for now. There are 2 babies under the dining table. One has come out there, and then the other one is still there. You can see him under the chair. And Agita is on her perch. So there's 1, 2, 3, and myself, 4 Rishi's accounted for. All is well. Day 4 pretty much done. So bye for now. One of the kids is there, and one of the babies is there, and one of the babies is there. Agita was on her perch, but I think she just got down, and I think she wants to go into her room. So if you want to go into your room, that's fine. I think there's a little bit of food left over. You might as well have it. It's still, it's only been to bed an hour. It should be okay. Anyway, bye for now. Tomorrow's day 5, so we're on our way to a week clean. Bye for now.